guys are pieces of shit. I'm gonna sue you dumb bitches for millions now.
What's your name, badge number?
Yeah,
I don't like your attitude already.
It's okay.
Each one of these jackboot thugs sitting here now is literally a Nazi.
Listen to me real fucking carefully.
Sir.
I ain't Willy Wonka. I don't sugarcoat shit, sweetheart.
You is not gonna put your hands on me, bro. I swear to God, you's not, dude. You is not. I'm not going across the street, you coward.
This is definitely a public area.
You done violated my First Amendment rights. You done violated me.
Look it up. No, look, I walk this way. No, I walk this way then.
Say it to my face. I bet you won't.
Yeah, where the hell's Ming Ling?
He's very horny.
I actually don't have to answer any goddamn questions because I have a Fifth Amendment right.
Now that tells me he wants to shoot me. That tells me he wants to riddle my body with bullets.
You're gonna piss me off, buddy boy, you're gonna learn.
Trash cop, pig, checking out the public space. Ooh, you got the Hershey Kisses. Awesome.
She's kidnapped me now. That's kidnapping.
Touch me again. Touch me again. You're calling the fucking cops? Yeah, fuck off, asshole.
What are you gonna do? I'm gonna close the door. I'm just gonna close it. I don't care. Go with me. Go with me. I don't like you.
Buddy what? I ain't your buddy. Your buddy's in your fucking... Your buddy's in your pants. I ain't your buddy.
I'm not gonna slow anything. You don't tell me what to do, sir. This is my freedom of speech. You don't like it? Get to work.
Get your face out of my face. No, get your hand out of my face. You came up to me.
Your hands are in his face, sir. Tell your boy, he puts his hands on me again illegally, I'm gonna fuck him up.
I'm here doing my job, working 12-hour shifts every day.
Yep, I'm doing my job.
Yeah.
You're dark. Basically, shut your mouth and go back to work.
What's your name?
What's your name?
It's my right. I make the quadruple as you. Have a nice day. You're rude. You look miserable in life.
I'm not detained. I'm not a suspect. If you touch me, we're gonna have problems. You're right. I'm allowed to defend myself.
You're a fucking lesbian. Wanna put my dick in you?
I'm suing everybody.
I'm suing everybody.
Well, I'm suing everybody.
I just love that quote. I like it.
my
That quote
goodness.
live rent free in my head forever. I just
Goodness.
love the way you say it. I love everything about it. I love the tone. I love the rhythm. I love everything.
That's
I'm suing everybody.
That's one of the most underrated live streams of all time.
Of all time.
If you
Of
think
all
about it,
time.
like there are some epic rants from For Public Safety, from Riot Girl Radio, Jessica, but like, dude was unhinged.
It was in another level. He always is, by the way. But he was like that day. He was flying high. Like
I don't know how someone could be so pissed off at 5 a.m, but
you're right. How can you have so much anger in you like that soon? Like, yeah.
I'm too tired to be that angry that early. Like, come on now.
Yeah. Exactly. I wonder sometime where come all those frustration, like I can tell most of them are 90s baby and they were listening to like Rage Against the Machine and everything.
Right.
Like, they're going to keep that vibe for the rest of their life, even if it's kind of sad. But, I don't know where they get all that frustration. It's funny. By the way, I have a question for you. We're at episode 8 of our little weekly live stream. It's going well, I think. And I was wondering, since we talk a lot about, Frauditor, we're kind of trapped in that niche. It's not like we can release a critique of a movie tomorrow on the channel. You know what I mean? Like we're doomed to talk about frauditing. I was wondering, how do you keep motivated to talk about that all the time?
How do I what? I'm sorry?
How do you keep motivated?
How do I stay motivated?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, for one, being that I work in the legal field, it's just like legal topics interest me. So, for example, when I watch a court cam video, I'm subscribed to all the court cams, with a trial.
Well, I love
trial.
court cam.
Yeah, I love court cam. With live trials and stuff. I watch those a little bit during the day. I'm interested to hear legal arguments and hear either people get it completely wrong or people making legitimate, valid arguments in court. So when I think about frauditing, it's just something that interests me because I look for ways in which these people, these frauditors, these activists consistently say, hey, look, what I'm doing is lawful. And I'm like, no, it's not. So in my mind, that's just kind of like my motivation because it's something that I naturally enjoy, Like when I first started watching Sovereign Citizens like 3 years ago or so. And then after a period of time, I got bored. And then I saw First Amendment auditing. I said, oh,
yeah,
this is get behind. This I actually like. You know.
Yeah, I was wondering. Sometimes I get kind of, I feel cornered a little bit by the topic because they're always wrong. It's not like if you can really debate or anything because you know what I mean. It's like flat earther. They're gonna be fun to debate because they think they have actual argument, and they debate a lot, and it's kind of fun even if they're wrong. Frauditor, they don't have anything, so it's like it's just
exactly. Well, I'll tell you this.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll just tell you this, and some advice I've gotten from other content creators is, you don't have to just be stuck on frauditors because sometimes you get bored of watching the same videos, because frauditing is repetitive. At least with sovereign citizens and body cam and all that stuff, people are original. You'll hear if you watch 10 soft sit videos, you'll hear 5 or 6 different arguments, so that keeps you, keeps there being.
I agree, but when I do. The first time I did, the few time I did Sovereign Citizen instead of Frauditor, I got no views, at all. Yeah, I don't think people are interested to talk about.
You know what it is? It's the algorithm. When you post something new, when your channel consistently posts one thing, it takes a while for the algorithm to catch. But if your channel's in good standing with YouTube, give it some time.
Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to.
I'll just say this. For example, with my channel, my most popular video is not a frauditor video. It's actually a court cam video. My most popular video on my channel. So so that tells you right there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm surprised. When I go outside,
I was demonetized, so I made no money off of it. But still, it's the most popular video, and I'm proud of it.
That's cool. I was wondering, I wanted to talk. I was curious because sometimes, I feel a bit corner, and I like to, but I like the fact that what you bring about the fact that it's still important to expose, where they are wrong, so more people see it, more people know how to argue with it and everything, and that I totally agree, But sometimes I just need, I get tired, and I just take a video of good guy activist, and I just shit on him for 30 minutes and I'm just that's gonna be it, that's it for me this week. I don't want to talk about poster 7. I don't want to talk about I don't want to talk about none of that stuff. I'm tired. I just want to rip the guy and go to bed, and tonight that's what we're gonna do. By the way, we're gonna crap on someone for a while. We're gonna let me say hi first to Dark Jen, of course, my number 1 fan. Let me say hi to Mr. Thomas, of course, Mr. Thomas, that we love to have on this side of the fans. So what's up, Exposer? What's up, Mr. Thomas? And Will, how's the number 1 content creator doing fine this Friday night? I'm doing well, buddy. I'm doing well. I'm glad you're
just
here.
A hater. I invite people on my page. He doesn't even show up. Dude's a hater.
Don't call. Mr. Thomas is not a hater. Mr. Thomas is a smart, sharp mind of this era. What's up, Daria? What's up? David Person is here with us. Is Exposer allowed to translate what the lady said at the end of the video? Is saying, it's Filipino that basically says something like, your mom is something very, very mean. So basically it's something like that. Hey, one. All right. So just want to say hi to the people. Yeah. So tonight we're going to do a deep dive in the world of the Siberian Tiger.
You forgot.
Yeah, I forgot.
You don't remember?
The Siberian kitty or Siberian pussy?
The Siberian pussycat.
Siberian pussycat. Yeah.
I said pussycat. Cat.
Pussycat.
YouTube.
Cat. I think you're okay with the other one, though. I used this in my video.
Okay.
Yeah.
Both our channels get terminated.
No. I checked the list of the word we cannot say, and it's basically the F word. And if you say it too many times,
well, I can't.
Yeah, and also the grape word, you cannot. But other than that, it's pretty open.
Well, I can't refer to CM Punk on my live streams because apparently, if I say that word, apparently then my channel will get taken down.
Well, YouTube's not perfect. So far from there. But yeah, the Siberian, I'm gonna say Tiger just because I name him Siberian Tiger. This little fella right here, I'm pretty sure everybody knows him. I made, I think, 8 or 9 videos about the dude. I am fascinated by him. He's just, I mean, he's horrible, but he's also extremely entertaining. I mean, for me, I know some people cannot stand his voice and his constant meltdown. And me, I think it's funny. So, I have no difficulty going to a 30-minute video of him. No problem. He was supposed to have his trial the 8th January. I never heard anything about it. I don't think you did either.
Trial for
the thing he did, with the repo guy with his wife and everything.
I didn't hear anything either. No.
Yeah, it was supposed to be the 8th January, and the trial was supposed to be him and his wife together. But after that, I checked many times on his channel, on internet, everywhere. I asked people many times, never got any news about this.
I mean, you know what that probably means? It probably got continued. That's probably what happened. That's usually what that means. If there's no, they say no news is good news. If there's no news on a case, typically that means it got continued.
Okay.
But I could be wrong. I could easily be wrong.
Yeah. Anyway, something happened. The thing is done. It's sad. I was really hoping to see that trial because last time I saw him in a courthouse, he was having the American flag as a cape on him.
Oh my goodness! Wait, I've seen that.
That's the only reason.
Why do I feel like I've seen that? I feel like I've seen that. Now I think about it.
Yeah, he was wearing the U.S. flag as a cape. He looks so silly, and I mean, come on, man, what are you doing? Yeah, that's the Siberian Tiger, Leonid Krivolenkov. His full name is from Ukraine, and he's living in Vancouver, Washington, for many years now. Where he loved to make some scene, to say the least. I think Andrew Sol might have some info about the trial. He did a video exposing him, and it's funny you say that, my little friend. That's what we're gonna watch. I'm gonna put it on the little screen right now. Give me a second.
While you're pulling it up, just a quick hello to a couple.
Yeah, go for it.
All the I just nobody on my side. I'm gonna start streaming on my second channel, but
what?
Hello to my own prison, Steven Sellers, and hello to you all. Thanks for supporting my channel because no one else will.
What?
Everyone comes to Expo. That's the downside. 2 content creators that people like. Apparently, you have more charm than I do. It's the accent, isn't it? Ladies, you guys like the accent.
I receive a lot of comment by the ladies about my accent. I have more ladies ratio than most of Antofagasta channel.
You know what? I can talk in an accent too then. How about now? Actually, I'm not feeling well. I don't have the energy. That takes a lot of work. I don't have the energy to do that.
Oh, yeah, too much. And where is this video? Oh, I think I got it. It's right here. A second. Yeah. All right.
Blicky Worm, you just woke up. I'm jealous. I got home from work. It's pouring down, raining here in the Northeast, and it's a nasty day today. Nasty day. Loving your work, A. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That really means a lot.
Oh, that's cute.
Steven Sellers, Eagle. I'll say Nick. Someone's finish it in the chat for me.
Did they?
Not
Did
yet.
They finish it and then no?
Dude, there's nobody in my chat. They're all yours. So give it a minute.
Yeah, that's not true. You have Steven Sellers, my own prison, the Bookie Worm. See, it's like top shelf people right there.
Yeah, that's true. They are top. They are tip top. Like I said, it's not about
there you go.
I live a channel. It's about the people you have there. You have your good core people. So that's all that matters.
Exactly. You get
anyway, video time.
Just before I started, I have an important comment here again from Mr. Thomas.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Before you start the video, you need to know that the Eagle won't last and will. Yeah. Look, about the Eagle thingy, I mean, the Super Bowl, I have to talk about it. I'm not an Eagle fan. I'm sorry, but I kind of wish they're going to win because I really don't want to see, like, Travis Kelce win again and yell in a microphone with Taylor Swift. It's like I don't want to see that again. I'm fed up.
I saw a picture, and people were like, it was like the amount of people in America that want to see the Chiefs win, the amount of people in America that want to see the Eagles win. It's all green, and then like Kansas City is red, and the caption says, "I hate the Eagles, but I hate Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce more." So it's like,
yeah.
Whoa, we have royalty
you
in
got
the
one.
chat.
You got an Eagle Nick audit, by the way. You got the.
Well, that's important too. Go down. We got royalty in the chat.
Yeah. I think I saw it too. Are you talking about this little fella right here?
My dear friend, broken system, broken trust.
How are you, Josh? You okay? Life is good. I made a video about you, by the way. I know you asked for it a couple of weeks ago, so I made one. I don't know if you saw it, but I got good views on it, and it was a nice video. So thank you for the original content. And okay, what else? Last thing I want to say, Darjen, indeed, in the profile picture of the Siberian pussycat, it's not a Siberian tiger. He could have at least Google a Siberian tiger. No, he put a good old. I think it's from India tiger. There's two types of tiger. I don't know which one it is, but I think that one is from India. But yeah, you're right about this one. Bring me on panel, not today, buddy. But hey, honestly, if you want to be on the panel, we'll organize something for you, Josh. Like, I'm serious. Like, not today, man, but next week or something. But you better show up if we invite you.
Hey, why don't we? One of these weeks we'll do a feature show, like, and that'll be our hour. Just BSBT.
Honestly, man, we're gonna talk about you for an hour. Like, but you better show up and you better be real. So you better, be there.
They're actually don't do a FAPA.
Is it the real though, or is not a real? BSBT? No, broken system. Some say it's an imposter.
Hold on.
It's not.
That's a real one.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So yeah, go back on the topic. We're talking about a Siberian Tiger, and Drew Sloan released another video of where he exposed receipts after receipts about the criminal history of Leonid Krivolenkov. He is very, very how can I say? He tried to preserve his criminal history for a while. All he says he won. Every time he made a video, he say he won. My charge were dropped. I won 5 cases in a row. Blah 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 blah. But he never ever tell what was the charge or what he was accused of.
Exactly.
Or he never show when he get arrested either. Except that one time when he get tackled on the ground. I think it's the only arrest I've seen, but he's been arrested a bunch of times. So it's gonna be fun to see, who's the real guy, who's the guy behind that, that tiger. So if you're good, I push play.
Let's go.
You good, Will? All good? You tell me if you hear some sound right away, please, okay?
Oh, right, yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
you're good.
This is going to be the criminal history
just a little quiet.
of the Siberian Putty-Tat, Leonid of Vancouver, Washington.
His video is at maximum. I don't know how.
Okay, well, then that's just on him. People can just turn the volume up. It's fine.
Yeah, sorry guys, that's his video. Everything is at a maximum.
Or it could easily be me too. My volume, I think, it's turned down. Forget that. You can go ahead.
What do you say? There are 2 BS in the air, and is there nothing? Jonathan or something.
Huh?
You're okay. I thought he was the one asking to join the panel. Broken.
So
broken too. You annoy me with that, man.
So he doesn't want to get on panel and show his teeth.
I don't think so. No, there are 2. Yeah. Too bad. Anyway, the real Josh, if you want to be on the panel someday, let's do this. So I love that picture of the great. I think he took that on. I made a video about that thing. That's the video where he glowed because he got 5 charge drop. By the way, just since you're in the area of justice, when charge are dropped, is it a victory necessarily, or because he always call a victory when charge are dropped?
I mean, he's the expert. We need. I mean, BSBT is the expert of.
Does it stay? Does it when you've been charged with something, it stay on your? If you've been charged a bunch of time, does it gonna have impact even if the charge were drop every time? You know what I mean? Is a judge gonna consider that a guy has been accused 4 times of the same thing? The charge got dropped every time. Maybe it's because he's serious in his thing. Is it a victory when charge are dropped? That's what I'm asking you. Will?
You're asking me or you're asking Josh?
You.
Oh, well, absolutely not. It's it's a victory because of the fact that there's so many reasons as to why charges get dropped. A lot of times it's, if it's a small municipality, they don't have the resources to prosecute. They have bigger cases to be tried. Some municipalities, the district attorneys, the local the local ADAs have like 40 cases they have to handle a day. So it's like they see a little charge like that versus someone that, has an actual charge or an actual major crime. Yeah, they will dismiss a simple charge. But I do think that the judicial system is a bit too lenient with, especially people that exploit that. Like this guy, he exploits that. That's why.
Yeah, completely.
He exploits that. Because he's like, oh, if I get charged with trespass, the courts will just dismiss it or tell me to pay a $200 fine. That's a victory. Woohoo! So, but it's not a victory whatsoever.
It's not, right? Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Because
those things,
understand, it still stays. The arrest still stays on your record. And
exactly.
If you're trying to get a real job, you either have to get it expunged, or and expungements are not cheap whatsoever.
That's what I was asking me. That was I was wondering, and I was asking you, not Josh. People thought I was asking Josh. If you are asking me, I have 3 dismissal on my credit. Is that the real one that's talking this time? Yeah. Okay, broken trust. My personal experience should mean something. Yeah, well, not really.
Leo has 30 vehicle and traffic offenses,
33,
9 criminal offenses, and 6 civil cases that we're going to go over today. So let's get right into it. And to start off, on September 12th, 1997, he's charged with violation of a basic rule out of Multnomah County, Oregon.
That's what he does.
He was found guilty, given $200 in fines and court costs, and they said they would suspend $100 if he paid the other $100 within 90 days. And then we go ahead 3 months to December 16th, 1997. He gets a ticket for blocking a driveway, also out of Multnomah County, Oregon. He's found guilty and given a $25 fine. On July 13th, 1998, he's charged with violation of a basic rule again out of Multnomah County, Oregon. He was found guilty and given a $50 fine. If anybody knows what that basic rule is, drop me a line in the comments down there. Let me know what a basic rule is that he's violating. So we go ahead now to January 25th, 1999. He gets a ticket for failure to obey a traffic control device. Must be he ran a red light or something. Multnomah County, Oregon again. He was found guilty, given $85 fine and court costs. Now we go ahead to April 10th, 2000. He gets a ticket for parking in a loading zone.
Man, that dude has a rough time with his car, huh? Like everything.
I mean, and these are like basic. These are like basic, like driving rules. Like, dude,
I think it's he do it. He does it. He want to do. He have a video where like he have this whole trial thing with a parked car in front of a no parking sign. I mean, I think it's part of his grift since forever. I don't know why, but he just he does it all the time.
All right.
Multnomah County, Oregon.
He was basic rule. I mean, they word it differently, really, at every state, every municipality. It could be something as simple as basic as I don't like he just said, going through a red light or going through a stop sign or something along those lines. It could by basic rule in essence means something that should be an automatic given that a person violated. So,
all right.
Was found guilty, given a $20 fine. On August 31st, 2000, he's charged with failure to carry proof of compliance out of Multnomah County, Oregon, and that charge got
dismissed. All correlated.
Now we go ahead 7 years till he gets his next ticket, and on December 5th,
I want to see the next page.
He's over a space line, driving while.
Let's see if stuff like
they're all driving.
Progress. It's all driving. It's all driving, man.
Dude doesn't know how to drive a car. That's all it is.
Yeah, well, that's why like his biggest freaking trial is because there were 2 repo guys trying to seize his car. So I don't know what's his problem with cars. And I think that when in the video he mentioned he have 5 of them or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with cars in his family, but this is all car stuff. Violating driving while suspend, violating the basic speed rule, violating driving while suspend, operating a vehicle without driving privilege. It's all car stuff.
Well, I find that interesting. I know we'll go back and we'll listen to the explanation, but I think it's interesting because once you have so many charges, like I see him multiple times operating a vehicle without privileges of driving or driving while suspended, that gets serious over time.
Yeah,
like the more and more you do that, that's the issue. What do you mean?
So
that's Steven Sellers. Not what Steven Sellers. This is not me. Every time there's a criminal on the screen, is that Will? No, it's not me. I know how to drive. Did Rob Thomas tell you that?
He was suspended. He was found guilty on both of those charges.
I'm sorry, can you go back because he was in the middle of the last page? So there was like 426.
Found guilty up 2 tickets. He
Yep,
pled guilty and given a $48 fine. We're going to go ahead to December 15th, 2009. 2 years later, he gets 2 tickets for passing in a no passing zone and violation of driving while his license is suspended. They dismissed count 1. He pled guilty to count 2, and he was given a $354 fine and court costs.
I don't know if he pays fine.
We go ahead now to April 12th, 2012. 2.5 years later, he's charged with operating a motor vehicle with no driver's license out of Wasco County, Oregon.
Now, hold on one
He's found
second,
guilty,
if you don't
given
mind.
a 400 and.
So I'm just looking, 2009, while suspended, and then no driver's license. So I'm wondering, because it's not mentioned here, what happened between 2007 and 2009 that suspended his license. And then apparently the suspension led to him having his driver's license revoked, which is why from 2009 to 2012, he was arrested for driving without a driver's license. So, I'm just curious what happened in that, because literally 2 calendar years apart from 07 to 09, why his license was suspended and why it's not here. He could have had a DUI had it expunged. He could have, or something like that. I don't know.
$77 fine and court costs. Like it would have just been easier to go get your driver's license back. Right.
Literally.
In 2012, he picks up 2 tickets out of Lynn, Oregon. Sorry for you folks in Oregon. Anyways, violating the basic speed rule, he was speeding, and he got violation driving while he was suspended. He was found guilty on both of those charges, received a total of $610 in fine and court costs. And we're going to go ahead just 3 months.
That's probably what it is, David.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it is. Which, I mean, when you have that many traffic infractions, the courts have to do something, because at that point you're not a safe driver. They have to. They don't have a choice.
Isn't that like you would avoid a lot of trouble to just, have a license and his insurance and just respect the parking space? Like, I feel like the guy, he put a lot on his shoulder just by doing those very simple things.
These aren't major crimes, but again, when they rack up, and then and you know what it also could be? There's a chance he probably didn't pay the court costs and the fines. When you don't pay the costs over a period of time, then yes, they absolutely can revoke your license until you pay the fees on top of whatever interest has incurred over time. So that's more than likely what it is.
Look at that! Like driving uninsured, $2,000, man. Like, come on.
Well, driving without insurance is a big thing. That's a big deal.
It is.
That's a big deal.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying.
As you can see, they fine him less for driving with a suspended license than driving without insurance. Because without insurance, the other driver, if he were to get into an accident, does not have a means to be compensated for their damages. Yeah. That's why.
So in that case, it would fall on him then. If he's driving uninsured, but he have an accident, he's gonna have himself the responsibility for it. Right?
He has sole responsibility, and then the other parties can sue him for damages. But again, if he has no money, then who do you sue?
Exactly. You're not going to get anything.
That's why the court system sucks. You have so many people driving uninsured. That's why they fine them so much. That's why you fine people so much. It's like, look, get your insurance. This crap.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Just real quick, maybe if you can confirm here another Mr. Thomas fact. Will doesn't have a car anymore. He had a scooter, which was stolen by a little old lady with a walker. So is that real or is that Will? No answer. You want to keep silence? All right. I understand you don't want to admit something like that. Let's keep the video.
He gets another violation, driving while suspended at a Wasco, Oregon. He's found guilty and given an $832 fine and court costs. Woo! He pays some pretty hefty fines, ladies and gentlemen. Now we go ahead to January 24th, 2013. He picks up 3 tickets, violating a speed limit, violation driving while license suspended, and failure to carry proof of compliance. He was found guilty on counts 1 and 2, and count 3 got dismissed. He got a $373 fine and court costs. Now we go ahead to June 30th, 2015, 2.5 years later. He's picked up for operating a vehicle without driving privileges in Oregon. I believe that was Multnomah County also. And we got failure to obey a traffic control device. And both of those charges ended up getting dismissed. Now we're going to go ahead about 10 months, April 28th, 2016. He picks up 2 tickets, violation of driving while suspended out of Marion, Oregon, and driving uninsured out of Marion. He was found guilty on both charges and given a $1,819 fine and fees. Wow.
It looked more and more like someone who got a couple of things and now he doesn't care anymore, doesn't give a shit, and he just, just don't care. Do you feel the progression when you watch all that, Will? Is Will gone? Yeah, I think... I don't know what you did, Mr. Thomas, but you took Will away, man. All right, he's back.
I was backstage. I told you to bring me back up. Don't fall
I know.
for Rob Thomas.
I fall for Rob Thomas. I choose to. Yeah,
anyway,
I know.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah. So, Will, do you feel the progression when you look at this list?
He's escalating. This is what happens when it goes from parking in a loading zone to going through a red light to over time escalating to the point where you don't feel the need to have insurance, and then driving.
Exactly. We feel this kind of I don't give a shit anymore, and you just go for it. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm just hold on.
No problem.
Sorry, but I'm just looking, and again, I'm curious. There's a case number there. I'm curious why the charges in 2015 were dismissed. If you don't have privileges to drive, it could have been an agreement where they said, "Oh no, I don't know." Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why they dismissed that charge.
That I have no idea. I don't even know if it's weird or anything. That's more for you to tell me.
I mean, the problem is it's common. That's the thing. I can't use the term weird because in the legal field, this type of stuff happens because again, sometimes the DAs overload. They just don't want to prosecute.
Okay. Darjan bring a good point here. Is a hybrid soft hard.
Oh, I agree.
Hard.
I agree.
Yeah, totally. It's like I think he starts sovereign citizen and then merge slowly into the frauditing thing. I think right now he's exclusively a frauditor. But I guess he made both thing and he transitioned at one point. Yeah. I don't think he can still drive, by the way. Do you think? I don't know if he has the capacity of still driving or something with all those things that he get with everything and his car getting repo and
exactly.
He probably bike everywhere now,
everywhere.
I think he took quite a while to pay that one off, if I remember right, by looking at the court paperwork. And we're going to go ahead 5 months to September 30th, 2016. He picks up 2 tickets out of Oregon. I believe it was Multnomah County again. I'm not positive. Violation, driving while suspended or revoked again, and operating a motor vehicle while using a mobile communication device. And he was found guilty on both charges, given a $301 fine and court costs. Now we're going to go ahead about a year and a half, and in February 22nd, 2018, he actually picks up 4 tickets in Jefferson, Oregon. The first one was for driving while suspended or revoked, and a second one was operation without required lighting equipment. And the first one, and he was found guilty of count 1. They dismissed count 2. They gave him a $329 fine and court costs that he did not pay off for 6 years.
Wow.
He ended up paying that off in January of 2024. Now, the other 2 tickets he got was for the same exact thing on the same exact day. He was found guilty on the second batch of charges and given a $734 fine and court costs.
Because it's repeated.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
It's
but that's all the same day. What happened that day? I mean, Jesus Christ, man.
Well, I mean,
he was pissed off, and then he started. This is him. This is him. You know, something happened, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna show them," and then he just make it worse.
You know what it tells me? And if you notice, they're 2 separate case numbers. He got pulled over twice in one day. The first time he had a smaller fine, $329 fine. Like he got a ticket. You know, he probably got a ticket. So you have to appear to court. And kept driving and got pulled over later in the day. And because he was pulled over twice in one day, excuse me, that's why the fine is so high on the second charge. Because if you look at the case number, they're 3 numbers off. So that tells me logically they were filed in the same day. But that's crazy. Rob, it seems like you're more interested in talking about me than watching the video. Like,
well, you're a big part of this live stream, man. I mean, you know.
Okay. Oh my God.
So is that a fact also, or no? It's my honey and I'm traveling. That's very funny.
It is not a fact.
I feel it's not true, though. I feel it's not true. I feel it's not. Like the thing about the finger last week and everything. I check. It's not true.
99.9% of the crap that man says about me is not true. So.
Yeah, but it's important, you know, that I keep checking for that one time that, you know, is going to be real. And look at that. You have the message of all. When you get loved by God,
I don't get enough love when I live stream. I just have people insulting me the whole time. Thank you.
No. It's important to have someone to receive to be at the end of certain jokes sometime, man. It's okay. It's good. Hey, Exposé, check your email. All right, we're doing that. We're doing this live. I'm checking my email right now. My God, I'm so excited. David want to show up. Is that good for you? In the panel? David want to show up on the panel. Is it good for you?
Right now? Absolutely. Bring him up.
Yeah. 2 seconds, and I'm sending you the link.
While you're at it, send it to old broken system, broken tooth while you're at it.
Not today. I have to be ready to talk with him, you know. I have to put myself in a certain mental state. I sent the link, so he's gonna pop at one point, I guess. Kid Care did the little old lady at least leave the walker. Did she leave the walker, Will? When you got your scooter stolen?
You know, I don't know.
Oh my God! Can you just participate, man? Jesus Christ! People love you. They just want to have a good laugh with you. Will, say yes or no. All right, we have David here. You're being a good player, Will. You're being a good player. I love it. David, you there, David?
I'm here. How are you guys?
Oh my God, David is in the house. So what's up?
Yes. Well, I thought I saw a putty cat.
Yeah, you have something to say about your little putty cat?
Well, I think that he is the classic example of somebody who needs to be given an involuntary mental health hold. That guy is off his rocker. I
agree.
I was watching several. He's had several that there have been several that I've been watching about him lately. That guy is from planet somewhere. I don't know where he's from, but that guy is just. I'm sorry. There is something seriously wrong with that man. I hope he gets some help because that guy is really mentally ill.
There's something
I've never
wrong.
seen anything quite like it.
I agree.
I would agree, but I exchanged a couple of little comments with him and everything. And someone is playing with a bag of chip right now. I'm hearing some crunch on the back. Just be careful. I don't know who does that. Yeah, I think he's playing. It's not 100% crazy. It's
really okay.
It's 75% crazy and 25% aware and having fun with it. I feel that's where I am now.
So here's
he kind of comes off as a true believer. When he's out there getting after the cops, he really sounds like he thinks that they work for him.
Well, that's good for the internet. That's good for the camera. So it's like
that's true.
Exactly.
I'll take your word for it. You know more about him than I do, but the guy is unhinged.
So
he
David,
is.
With that thought, David, does that mean then he's just a prank channel? Like Exposé saying, hey,
exactly.
He has the ability to behave and be civil, but he goes to the extreme on these videos.
He chose to not act normally. He can act normal. He can easily. He's normal.
And he has on a couple of his videos made some religious comments that I found to be very inappropriate.
Yeah, but you talk about a Ukrainian. You talk about a Ukrainian person, and Catholicism in Ukraine is something else, man. It's deep. So
no, that's true. That's true. But
yeah,
I
very
think
intense.
any Catholic priest would have found this just as offensive. I mean, it was really out there.
It was.
Basically, he was saying that Jesus was going to get all of his enemies and destroy them.
Yeah. No, absolutely. He said that he's Jesus is on his back and he's going to protect him from everything. That's why he keep doing what he does, because he knows that if something happens, it's because Jesus chose to. So it's just going to be a challenge for him. So it's all good.
I don't. Yeah. Go read that part of it. Love your neighbor as yourself. That kind of thing. I don't know.
But again, I feel that there's maybe I'm wrong, but there's this part of him, this layer of him that he's aware of what's up.
Oh,
he knows that people love that stuff. He knows that people eat it.
He's marketing to his audience. His audience markets to a guy screaming at the police. So
100%.
Well, and it does sell. And the smart ones, look at Josh Abrams or Long Island Audit. Those guys, they know. You have to give them that. They do know their audience. And I guess too. But this guy also, he still strikes me as at least partly a true believer.
But I will say this: even if there's a small layer of him that is of awareness, he's still unhinged, like 100%. The guy is crazy. When you watch the video where the repo guys are there and everything, and he say, "Go get my weapon. I'm gonna keep an eye on them. We're gonna get our car back and everything." Like that's him. That's him on the spot, being emotional, and he told them right away that he's gonna go get a weapon and take care of them.
Well, John Legato, you're familiar. You guys are familiar with John Legato, right?
Of course, yeah.
He has said several times on these guys something that I think is extremely accurate. They are circus performers. They're like, back in the 30s, you had clowns that ran around the street during the circus and brought people in. That's what these guys are. They are circus performers that go out and do what people want to see. Now, we have a lot better technology now, but it's really basically the same thing when you get right down to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good comment, Darjan. He's pretty good at acting on engine. That's what I think it is. That's why I'm like, he's not 100% crazy. He has this level that he's aware of what he's doing, and he's good at pretending to be that guy. But if you're really good at pretending to be something, and it's because it's in you.
Yeah, part of it is not pretending.
Yeah.
Right, you're right.
That's when you watch a movie and a guy is playing like this kind of really weird character, and you're like, my God, like, is he that crazy? That's because he has some kind of that craziness in him, so he can tap in it. You know what I mean? So the fact that he's so good at looking so insane, that's because there's a huge part of him that is insane. That's 100%.
Although one thing I think we're seeing from what Andre Stone is doing here with his record, one thing you see very very predominant, especially in these driving offenses, is this idea that he can do whatever he wants. He really thinks that the laws just don't apply to him.
Oh yeah,
It's too big of
yeah.
And
Yeah.
all of them, most of the frauditors have that ingrained in them somehow.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. And when we were watching like his criminal history, you see the evolution. You see the evolution of a guy that's like, I always keep going away with it, So you just keep going and going. So he's mad, but he also knows that he's not really have to pay a big price. I mean, in his mind, at one point it's gonna stop. Just a quick comment here from a vintage video. Long Island audit is dying. Not completely agree. In a way, yes. Because the last video I've seen of him, he was with oh my God, what's the name of the bald guy that pretend to be some kind of a lawyer?
Leroy.
Oh my God,
he was with. You guys know his history. Leroy's got a very, very interesting history.
I know.
And did some great work exposing pedophile priests and doing some
the guy is
work. And then he kind of went nuts at one point. I don't know what.
So when you work with Leroy, that's because you're on the down low of your career.
You're looking for someone that will go out and make a confrontation out of nothing.
Exactly.
Because
that's exactly what happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Leroy could have a confrontation with a catching mitt. I mean, the guy.
That's because that's why
you can have a confrontation with a broomstick.
Yeah,
that's why Sean is right behind, and that's how he plays his card. It's like Leroy do the show, and then he show up like a smart man, like a man that can talk, that is normal, he's rational, and then he spill the same bullshit because Leroy take all the heat on the side,
Right. It goes back to what Lucid Lair said about some of these larger channels. Like they were popular. Like in a period of time where our nation, our country, and people surrounding our country, they just wanted to usurp the government. They wanted to just defy everything. So that was when channels like Long Island Audits got super popular. That's why his most popular videos are from 2 or 3 years ago. Now people are starting to see yes, he has a large audience, but I agree with that. He is starting to slow down tremendously. Because incredibly popular.
Same thing with Josh Abrams and Accountability for All. When's the last time Josh Abrams did anything meaningful? I mean, the guy, the interest is dying off on those guys. I think people
you can see how it's going with who they collaborate with, and Josh Abrams at first was collaborating, with James Freeman and all those big names. In the community, and now he's working with like Randy from MAA Audit or Lucky Laptop News. That's not good. That is not good. So you can tell it's dropping pretty freaking quick. But they still have the view because they find ways to like Sean with Leroy, or they find a way to keep the crisis going, and people just keep eating it and keep buying it. But it's not going well. They're not they're not climbing. They're on the other side of the mountain. And the thing with Sean is like now we have a grift, which is they watch the news, the normal news, and when they talk about a corrupted mayor somewhere, then they show up like the discovery, like it was their discovery.
Yeah.
And then
it becomes mass headlines of some type of conspiracy that takes place. Then they show up. Yes, guys, our journalism was able.
That's exactly what Sean does. Like when they declare
that's BS.
That mayor, that Tiffany something mayor, like when she was exposed, then Sean start to drop there. Oh, Tiffany this, Tiffany that. You talk like you're discovering it, man, but you don't. You just watch the news.
Well, and
then you go.
First Amendment Protection Agency did that too. Remember he had that confrontation with the police chief in Ellington, South Carolina, and then about 2 weeks later, the chief resigned, and he just took all the credit for that. When in reality, the resignation had absolutely nothing to do.
They always do that. If the cop resign or something in a lapse of time of 1-2 years after they meet, it's always because of them.
The chief had resigned because of some domestic abuse allegations against that he hit his wife, I think it was, or something like that.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with FAPA, but man, he went on and on and on about, hey, look, I got him fired. See what I did? And he neglects to mention that all of his lawsuits have been dismissed out of hand with prejudice. I mean, they're just, they were vexatious lawsuits. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll go back to the Siberian Tiger.
Yeah,
just a quick message, a quick 5 exposure dollar. Just a reminder for everyone to have an awesome sauce kind of weekend. Thank you, Darjan.
Thank you,
so nice.
Darjan.
She's so nice.
Yeah.
My Eagles don't win the
She's a
Super
gem.
Bowl this week, so I won't have a good weekend until next weekend when we win. So
Next weekend, yeah. Well, we'll talk about that. You
guys may have seen the videos of people in the streets in Philly. I was there. I was in the streets of Philly with.
You were one of them. I watched a lot of videos.
I wasn't the kid that fell off the pole and unfortunately died, but I was. Yeah, we had a good time.
I bet Philadelphia look awesome when like you're actually winning something, but
you know
not
my
that
problem
much
is.
otherwise.
I mean, I don't live in Philadelphia. I spent the night with my parents, and my parents were like, get it out of here. Like, no, like, because like, yeah, when Philly wins something, they get excited, but then at the same time, they don't know how to act, and they start fighting each other. And I'm like, dude,
yeah,
that's why. Like, no, that's not how it works. I digress.
Now, when Philly wins, it does tend to resemble a Liverpool Premier League championship sort of thing.
Right.
But if there's a city I would like to be for, for a team winning something that night, Philadelphia look kind of pretty rad for that.
Yeah, it would.
2020, he's given a violation of a speed limit ticket out of Wasco, Oregon, and he was found guilty and given a $115 fine. And we went 4 years without getting a ticket, and then on January 21st, 2020.
Hey, those amount of money stack up, huh?
Yeah, that's starting to add up.
Thousands and thousands.
Did he pay them all? Do we know?
He mentioned it when he took him 6 years to pay, so I guess he paid them all. Unlike the Tyrant Terminator. Yeah, I guess he paid. So at least
he got a ticket for compliance with a parking sign out of Multnomah County, Oregon. And he was found guilty and given a $55 fine.
That's the one where he went to trial, I think.
August
right?
14th, 2024. He picked up
I'm not
a
sure.
ticket for parking,
I
preventing
think,
free passage.
No, that's the one. I think that's the one he went to the trial for.
That's the one that I think Troll has it on his channel, like the whole trial. Like, and like he was like trying to berate the poor ticketing officer, and the judge was just like, you cannot bully.
I made a video about that. No,
yes, I can bully. And he's like, yes, I can bully her because she works for me.
No. And the judge, she's pretty tight, and she tell him to, no, you're not in control of this. I have the right to do this. I have the right to do that. You're gonna shut up. Like she's good. And he's not happy. I covered that thing. I reused that clip many times. It's a good one.
Hey, I got a question for Will, but for both of y'all. But I mean, what legal basis do they have this? Do they get this thing where they think that everyone who gets paid by taxpayers works for them? Has anyone ever actually stated where that comes from?
It's the stereotype where they use the term public servant because
okay, that's it. Okay.
I mean, well, that's my opinion. I haven't read up on it, but I believe it's, again, when you have people that work for a specific municipality. Whoa, look at this guy.
Yeah, that's the dude.
Dude's 5'5", 126. I've seen him with I've seen officers tower over him, and he's like, if you don't step up, if you don't step back, man, I'll lift you up. And the officer's like a whole foot taller than him.
I am the Siberian Tiger, and if you do not step back, I will harm you.
Exactly. But I'll just say this. I think as part of it is the whole public servant narrative, which my first ever live stream, first ever time putting out content about these frauders, I made it very clear. The term public servant means that a person provides services that benefit the public, like a city employee, a government, a judge's clerk. That does not in any way infer to a master-servant relationship.
The only thing being a taxpayer gives you the authority to do is pay taxes. That's it.
And reside in that county.
And reside in that word.
Yeah.
See, you can tell that from 2021 that's where you start to do the fraud thing.
And it's interesting. A lot of these guys got started in that period. What was going on during that period, guys?
COVID. After COVID.
I love how you think of COVID in January of 2021. I'm thinking of an event, that my sister was at.
Too, but
it was the end of
our current commander in chief pardoned people for. So
yeah. But COVID, I think COVID and the people sitting around having nothing to do and getting bored and frustrated had a lot to do with these guys.
Well, here's an example for that. In Philly, I was living in South Jersey at the time, about to move to Connecticut. I was living with my parents. And yeah, guys, I lived with my parents until I was like 22, 23. I'm a loser. Woohoo. But literally, they tore up and destroyed downtown Philadelphia because they had nothing else to do. All up Chestnut Street, Walnut Street, they looted the stores. They broke appliances. That was a period where people had nothing else to do. So they said, let's go find something fun to do.
So tearing up downtown was something fun to do. Okay. Well,
Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why that's what happened. But it was nonsense. But I said the same thing. I said they have nothing else to do. What do you expect?
But you can tell when you watch the list here, just to go back to the kitty cat, disorderly conduct, trespassing, resisting arrest, unlawful harassment, previous conviction, threat to kill, resist arrest, interfere with the police.
All those are on January 24th of last year.
Exactly. That was a big day.
Was that when they were trying to take his car?
That's what I was looking for. I tried to find that's him here. That's him in his that's the video of him in the. So I guess it's what's gonna happen after. Yeah. I know that's the same thing. Yeah. So that would be the.
Why he was getting his car repoed? Was it just failure to pay, or?
He just owed some money. The repo guy, they dropped by to take the cars. He went mad. He hit his wife in one of the car. His brother blocked the truck, and then they went on a huge freaking shouting match with the cops. They end up smoking the house. There was a kid in the house, by the way.
Oh,
there were a kid and a kid, like 12-year-old, something like that. They end up smoking the house because his brother, they're as insane as he is, and so it was I have a video about it. It's a good one. It's a lot of action. So that's where it happened. Probably it's all this, the 24.
Now he is an American citizen now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, he's naturalized. All right, just curious. I wasn't sure where he was on that.
Yes, but I don't know. I didn't saw the paper, but a lot of people told me that he is, and he told me that he is, but I never saw.
Congratulations! I guess that's a good thing to congratulate him for. He's a citizen.
I didn't say 26, Mr. Thomas. I lived with them until 2021. I was 22.
Where that is? Oh, Will, living with your parents.
How am I living with my parents until? Oh my god. Oh my. Okay, this guy's really getting under my skin. This guy's really. He's doing this on purpose. He knows I melt down on streams all the time. Okay.
And see, all charges were dismissed. See, that's what this.
I don't get a lot of these guys. I do not get how they get these charges dismissed like this.
I don't know.
David, we've had that conversation before numerous times where it's like they get these charges dismissed, and it's like the only explanation is that the municipality, like the DA, say, "Look, I have too many cases or more." Yeah, okay, this guy resisting arrest.
But after a while, you would think they look at the charge sheets and kind of go, "Well, maybe we need to do something."
I don't, and I think that comes down to law enforcement itself. I don't think they do proper checks when they arrest people. I don't think it's something it needs to be consistently done, because when you look at it, it's a repeat pattern.
Yeah, it's the same.
And listen, with his driving record, he was held accountable. That's why his fines and penalties kept escalating.
Oh, well, it was his traveling record, by the way.
A traveling record, excuse me. Because of the fact that he was escalating over time. So that's why he went from just $50 tickets to, what was it, one ticket?
Yeah.
$2,000?
Yeah. Which is ridiculous, but deserved.
But how all these charges from 2024, I don't get it.
Well, BSBT was, did you see that one thing that he put into your chat a little while ago before I came on?
When he said he wanted to come on panel?
4 dismissals to his credit. Dude, you don't have anything to your credit if it got dismissed. That just means they didn't want to mess with you. I mean, good grief. A dismissal is not a victory. Dismissal means you got lucky.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. Is Siberian Tiger Leonid? Oh, Pavlovich. I thought it was Krivolenkov. It is Krivolenkov. It's where the last two name, or Homeland Line. I want Victoria is listed as governor of the business. Okay, it's about his business. He had a business. I know he had a business, but doesn't have it anymore. Well, they were making a lot of money, so that's how he was financing his side activity.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
What's going on?
I sense a super chat.
No.
Oh, you have a super chat? No.
I have not. I've got no. I'm sorry. That's usually for a super chat. No, I'm saying by how much money he was actually making for a period of time. Yet he still wanted to be a career criminal.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So I think it's this last thing that.
Well, why wasn't he paying for his truck either? I mean, I don't know.
So this company was like car related or something. That's why he has a bunch of cars or something like that. And then he cannot pay them, and
but I don't remember, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, Mr. Thomas said it perfectly, and I'm not. I don't want to get into that, but it's the truth. If there is even any slight blank on any immigration documents, they'll ship you out of here in a heartbeat. Which
our new reality. That's true.
I mean, look, I work for a law firm that deals with immigration, and we have people crying on a daily basis because that's what their fear is, and it's like there's not a heck of a lot we can do. It's what the administration wants. All we can do.
Yeah, but is it? I mean, is it like 20-something years? Is that something that can still happen after all those years?
Absolutely. The amount of time years, it doesn't matter.
Ish.
What they're doing right now is going after. I mean, there is some practicality to this. They're going after. I mean, for a while, we'll be going after people who already have had their day in immigration court, have been convicted or been found against, and have a legal deportation order signed by a judge. That's who they're going after right now.
Wow.
And that's going to take them a year or two because there's a lot of folks who have active deportation orders for 10 years and are still in the country.
Well, if you get deported in Ukraine, he's going to have the chance to fight tyranny, for real. So
for real,
that's for him. Yeah. His video are going to be amazing, He's going to go see some Russian soldier, with his phone. What are you doing in my country? It's going to be fun.
But there's not. But there is not. I mean, if he's a naturalized citizen, there's nothing they can do to him. Once you're a naturalized citizen and you take the oath, you're a citizen. That's it.
And all that. So yeah, there you go. That was basically the story of the Siberian Tiger. You can see
a lot of driving convictions, man. I'm not getting.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah. And you can see the evolution, like at first the guy just doesn't understand the rules and then he got pissed off and then he just went, okay, I don't care anymore. And you can just see, it explained a lot, actually. It explained a lot of who he is now.
Well, when you see it all laid out, you're right. That does kind of jump out at you, doesn't it?
Yeah. Like, honestly, like it really complete the story for me. It's like the prequel that really tell me why the main movie was so good, So I get him now. I get where his character, how his character was formed and developed over the years, that's pretty neat. I'm a director, so I like to see those things, and yeah, you can really see the evolution of the character. It's pretty neat. I love it. Okay, I don't know what that is. Wrong Ice is arresting Native American right now. Is that a thing? Will, want to jump in on that? Is that a thing? Did you heard about that? If you're Native American, I mean, can you be deported in America? Is that how it works? Too many questions. It's okay. I'm going to go back to Mr. Thomas. I like Will because when you can admit that I can get under your skin, it means I'm doing my job. King Petty. That's neat. Will? No, nothing? Will is gone. Anyway.
1 second, guys. 1 second.
What are you doing? What's going on? Are you going to pop a picture of you again?
Oh, please. No, dear.
I'm going to put his nice picture back so we can appreciate his mugshot.
Yeah, interesting.
5 foot, 125 pounds. That explains a lot also.
Was he wet then? I mean, did he weigh 125 pounds soaking wet, or is that while he was dry?
Well, if you check the picture, he looked dry, so I guess it's dry, but with his clothes. So
okay, well that's good.
Sorry. Mother-in-law called.
Oh, okay.
But it does explain a lot, actually. You know, the small man type of thing, the Napoleon
LMS syndrome,
for sure.
the Hitler type thing. You know, the small guy that got fed up at one point and start to yell at everybody and end up like being the most tyrannical person ever. I mean, he's on his way right now. He's going strong right there. That guy is going to be an amazing tyrant if nobody stop him. And like, if that guy win like, you know, $1 billion, he's going to go like full Dr. Evil or something like that. You know, he's going to find a mountain somewhere, made a base in it, in a volcano, and he's going to have like shark with laser on her head and stuff like that. That's the guy. Honestly,
that's right.
That's him. That's him. So let's hope that he doesn't make too much money, because that money is going to be spent on a really terrible thing. I'm telling you this right now. Imagine the Siberian Tiger with billion behind him. Oh my God.
That would be interesting.
Interesting, yeah. It's a way to say it. It would be also very scary. Native have papers, you know. So I don't want to go on the native thing. I don't understand it, and I don't know anything about it, so I'm not going to talk about it. I don't want to say something stupid. So David, you want to add something about the Putty Cat?
About the Putty Cat. One of the things that amazes me about him, and this is something I think is broader than just him, but we'll go with him since we're talking about it, is this concept. And I think Hez talks about this in when he's doing Frauditor Follies. This concept that somehow, I guess, how's it phrased? The rules for thee but not for me theory. And he is one of the biggest exponents of that. That he has his First Amendment rights are being violated. That his right to do this, I have the right to do this, I have the right to stand on the sidewalk. No one else does. No one else has the exact same rights. But Mr. Kravalenko's got rights to do whatever the hell he wants, because he's Mr. Kravalenko and he has the magic camera. So he can do whatever he wants, however he wants. And the rest of us have to do what he says, when he says, how he says, every time he says, in the way that he says. And that is just not right. It's not the way it works.
And if you're not happy with it, quit your job. That's his thing. That's his quote at the end of everything after you have a tantrum. And if you're not happy with it, just leave your job. Quit your job. Go work in private.
That's
so hold on. So if when he's held accountable, why don't people just say the same thing to him? You're not happy with holding you accountable? Quit your YouTube channel. Quit your YouTube channel. Stop making all your money.
Yeah, and he doesn't really believe that, because Andrew Sloan specified that he got privacy strike by Leonid few times, by the way. So he doesn't even believe.
Saying his last name, I think, or something. I forget what the privacy strike for. It was some really ridiculously simple thing.
I don't know. If you Google him, real quick, you're gonna find Leonid Krivalenkov like very easily. So it's not like if it's like this big private, thing.
Yeah, it's like
a full name. Yeah,
and Andre Sloan got all of that information from the public record.
Exactly. So he's supposed to be happy. If the Tiger believe in his own BS, he's supposed to be extremely happy to see video where he get exposed with all those public record obtained by FOIA.
Publicity. He's famous. Is that what he wants?
In the exchange of message I got with him, he was very happy with his success, because in 2024 the guy went from just like a guy yelling on a sidewalk to the Siberian Tiger. His view, his subscriber, everything. The guy really like explodes this year, so he's happy. He's very happy with it. What did you say? Sorry, I didn't heard that.
How many subs does he have?
Oh, you have a bunch. Let me check, but yeah, it's going well. But not a bunch like like Sean or something like that. But
that's interesting.
But his view fit the amount of subscriber he has, so it's good subscriber, because you have 40,000 sub, and his video are always around 25 to 35. So which means his subscriber watch his stuff.
Yeah, so that adds up. Okay, that sounds about right.
Yeah, so it's actually a very healthy channel if you just go by the number, and he love it. I know he does. I know he does, and I understand it. And it's kind of a small fame that you have online probably fuel a lot of his,
Well, and one thing a lot of these guys need to realize is that in the grand scheme of the internet and YouTube, the the frauditing community is nothing. I mean, it's our biggest
nothing.
The biggest people are what is Long Island audit? 500,000, I think, somewhere like that. And I mean, there's a lot of people that no one's ever heard of that have 3 times that many. It's just
Hey, fellas,
that's the end for you.
No, you know what? So, breaking news in Northeast Philly, there was a airplane crash, and I have a lot of family that live in that area.
Wait, just now?
Another airplane crash. I know in Northeast Philly, right off of Roosevelt Boulevard. So, right where I got a bunch of family, and I got people. That's why I got a lot of people calling me. So I gotta go. I gotta do some housekeeping. I apologize,
That's
guys.
crazy,
I apologize, everyone.
Everybody's okay.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure everyone is, but still, I just gotta check on a whole bunch of people. I apologize, but I will. What am I saying? Yeah, I'll touch base with you guys later on. All right.
Hey, let me know if everybody's okay. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if it's nothing, I won't say anything. But yeah, I'll let you guys know. No problem. But I gotta hop off.
All right. Bye.
All right.
Hey, Exposé, love it. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you. We'll do this next week.
All right. Take care. All right, David. So the last word is going to be on us for tonight. Okay. Yeah. So anything else you wanted to add on the guy before we say goodnight?
That picture you've got up right now, I wonder what a good subtitle for that would be. What's he thinking, man?
I don't know, but yeah, I love that pose. It's one of my favorite picture of him. I think it says a lot about him, the way he look at the camera, which means himself. You can see
he looks like he's saying, "Hi there, I'm plotting your destruction."
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, there.
You have this thing. He has the look. Wait a second. I'm gonna show something else. One of my favorite picture of him. You can see the craziness in his eyes so well.
If he was bald, he'd make a great Dr. Evil. You're right.
Oh man, you think? Okay, wait a second. You're gonna love that one. Right here. And check his eyes. Boom.
Oh dear. Yeah, you're right. Okay, that one kind of conveys the element of truth, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, all I should say at the bottom is
you can tell he knows how to how to look crazy. He mastered that long ago. I don't know if he practiced if he rehearsed in front of a mirror at night, but he got
the way he looks. But either way, it works.
Honestly, look like a Bond villain. Like if I would make a movie and need a villain, I would consider that. That's a great face, man. Yeah, that guy looked dangerous and insane. Like he got it. He got it.
Yeah, he's got Dr. Evil down for sure.
Yeah. But again, I would love to talk to him, like have a real conversation with him. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to interview him someday because I want to know how much of this is real. I want to know how much of this is performative, an act. I need to. I'm not done with that guy. I made, I think, 9 videos on him this year. I'm really not finished with him. Like I'm going to keep on him as long as he come up with stuff. I am fascinated by the dude. Question: Exposé the best wine from France? A Chardonnay, of course. Come on, man. Don't ask question like that. So I'm gonna say good night.
If you can get Broken System, Broken Trust to come on and be serious about it, that would probably be a fascinating program.
I would love it. And I contact many frauditors so far for interviews. Of course, they don't answer, or if they answer, they say it's gonna be a trap. They want to get trapped, and I'm like, yo, I just want to talk with you. I really legitimately want to have a chat with you. I am not there to, I'm not. It's not gonna be a hit piece or anything. If you look stupid, that's gonna be on you. But I'm not trying to make you look stupid.
Well, I'd love to understand where they're coming from with some of this stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to know. I just want to know the origin story. You know what I mean? I want to know how come you end up there. What happened? Because I'm pretty sure that some of those guys, they're not necessarily bad person. They just took a few bad turns and end up in a place that is, not the best one.
What rights they seem to think that are at such risk? I mean, I don't get that part. I mean, what rights do they see that are about to be eaten alive by the government or something? I mean, if it's the right to not be able to break the law, well, yeah, that's tough. I'm sorry, but you don't get to do that. And that's what some of them seem to argue most of the time is that, oh, well, you're not letting me do whatever the hell I want, when I want to, how I want to. So you're a tyrant. No.
But this is silly. I mean, everything, and sometimes, you know, I show a video and they do exactly what they want, and people ask me in the comment, why did you show that? It's a victory. And I don't agree, because if they show a video where the cops are polite, they don't, you know, stop them from filming from the sidewalk, where they don't, like, you know, penalize them or tell them they don't have the right for this or that. They yell at the cops for like 20 minutes. So the cops clearly are not tyrants, because otherwise they would just shoot you right there on the sidewalk.
Or whop you up and take you in and
exactly. They would just take you in and whoop you up and whoop you outside of the camera. That would be a tyrannical regime. So they prove video after video that they have all the right they pretend they don't have. They have them because they're exposing them during the video.
Well, they should try this crap in some other countries and see if they want to see a trend.
Yeah, exactly. And they're always like, what it is this North Korea? Man, you don't even know what you're talking about. You would not be able to do that in North Korea. So
those guys wouldn't last 10 minutes in North Korea.
Not even. If you're catch filming in secrecy in North Korea and you're a tourist, you get to jail right away. So don't even like
North Koreans get caught, they get executed. I mean, there's no
So video after video, they prove that it's everything they say is not true. You know, everything, the narrative is false.
Yeah, I agree.
But the people, they just don't see that. They just keep going with it.
Well, and one thing that fascinates me no end is how these, you know, a lot of the people who watch them and, you know, and watch their channels can be watching this video, and, you know, whoever the person on the video is narrating the video in such a way that, you see what's happening? They're tyrants, they're evil, they're there. And yet they can see with their own eyes what's happening with the video, and most of them would rather listen to the narrative that's being created rather than trust their own eyes. I don't get that.
Yeah. Look, it's a topic. Sometimes I get a bit, you know, not bored, but I feel I've said everything already.
Yeah,
but sometimes there's gonna be a frauditor, or there's gonna be a video. Every week it happened. I'm gonna watch it. It's gonna revive my fire and my frustration, and then I jump back in and I just want to say more. But it's a weird topic, to be honest. It's a weird topic, populated by really weird men and few women. But it remains entertaining. And the Siberian Tiger, I'm gonna give him that. He might be completely unhinged, but man, the guy know how to drive a video. There's no silence. There's no dead hair. It's just like go for it.
Constantly
go. Hey, I'm gonna give him that, man. Anybody in life that do what he does with passion, even if it's horrible, I'm saying, you know, at least he's involved. You know, maybe not murder, but everything else.
Cords, you know, he's got a lot of breath back behind that.
He's going for it, but at one point, and that's what he doesn't realize. It's if he keep going like that, it's gonna stop, and it's gonna stop rough. You know, it's gonna be. It's going to be a big wall, and it's going to hit it full freaking speed.
Well, he's going to pull that crap with somebody who's not an officer of the law, or somebody who's a civilian, and he's going to pull that with the wrong one, and he's going to regret it.
Yeah, and at one point, you mentioned it during the stream. At one point, all his criminal history will come back. You know, he got a bunch of stuff dismissed and everything, but it's still there. It's still in his. Yeah, it's still in his history. Exactly.
Pulled up just with a cursory record search.
At one point, there's going to be there's going to be someone that's going to be let's prosecute the guy for real. You know, that's enough, and it's going to take all his story behind him, and it's just going to make, you know, he's not winning anything by having those charges. I feel they're kind of building something. You know.
Yeah, well, he needs to be careful too, because they can also, you know, put him into an involuntary mental commitment with the way he acts a lot of the time. A strong case could be made for a 730 exam, and if you know, he could be committed until he's deemed to be mentally healthy, and that could be a big problem for him.
Totally. Totally. All right. Hey, that was fun. It's fun that you jump in, man.
Thanks. This was a good day. This is good.
Always welcome. I know that we'll miss a couple of live stream around March for personal reason, and so I'm probably going to invite you to co-host with me for those nights. It's going to be fun, and I'll keep you posted about that. It's nice that you jump in tonight. That was cool. I'm going to say goodbye to everybody that was here tonight again. Thank you for being here. It was a fun video, and next Friday, weekly live stream again. We're going to be there. So have a good weekend, everybody.
All right, have a good time. See you later, man. Take care.
Thanks again, buddy. Bye.
Bye-bye.